Hello everyone, I'm S. Harshaprada. I'm second MSc Applied Microbiology. Today I'm going to talk about sensory evaluation of food. What is meant by sensory evaluation? It is the assessment of food product through your senses. There are 4 types in sensory testing: difference test, rating test, sensitivity test and descriptive test. In difference test, there are 3 tests are performed: paired comparison, trio test and triangle test. In paired comparison test, samples are given in pair. Each pair differ in intensity of one character. It may be sweetness, bitterness, rancidity, etc. The panel member, that means judge, want to select the each pair samples which have more taste or sweet or taste bitter. In sample arrangement, the core number of samples are given in pair such as A and B, C and D, E and F. The panel members want to check the difference between the pair. If A's food sample is sweeter than the B, then A is the different pair. In C and D, D tastes more bitter, then D is the different sample. Between E and F, E is more bitter, then E is more bitter or sweet in taste or more rancidity in taste, then E will be the different pair. So next text is a triangle test. Triangle test means at a time 3 samples were given. From the 3 samples, 2 identical and 1 is different. So the samples are presented in straight line. So the presentation of sample will be OOX, XOO, OXO. O indicates the control and X is the different sample. So in sample arrangement, there are core number of pairs, an identical sample and odd sample. So it will be judged by the panel member. If A, B, C, so A and C are both are identical and B is the odd sample, means so the odd sample will be the judgment given by the panel member. Then next test, trio test. It is the combination of both paired comparison and triangle test. Here the samples are given in pair and control sample will also given. From the pair of coded sample, panel member judge which sample is same as the control sample. So here the sample arrangement, code number of pair C indicates the control and AB is the food sample, DE is the food sample, FG is the food sample. So the panel member want to check which sample is same as the control. Here A and B. So B is same as control, means B is the sample that panel member will be judged by the panel member. Here C, D, E. So DE is the same as control food sample. F and G is the same as control sample. Last test is a rating test. Rating test, here 7 tests are given: ranking test, single sample test, 2 sample difference test, multiple sample difference test, hedonic rating test, numerical scoring test and last composite scoring test. Let's see one by one. In the ranking test, number of samples will be given as 6 and the samples are alphabetically coded. The food is tested for sweetness, rancidity and acidity, and also one control sample will be also given. Here the panel member will given the scores for the food sample. 0 indicates nil, 1 indicates weak, 2 indicates medium, 3 indicates strong and 4 indicates very strong. Here the sample arrangement. So 6 samples were given and they are alphabetically coded and the character assessed and the scores will be given by the panel member. Next test is a single sample test. Here it is used to the sample which have the lingering test and the panel member will be asked to check the intensity of the particular character such as astringency. So the intensity score will be given by the panel member and 1 indicates the weak, 2 indicates the moderate, 3 indicates the strong, 4 indicates the very strong. In sample arrangement, the product A, B, C will be given and the intensity score will be given them by the panel member according to the taste of the food. Then 2 sample difference test. Here 4 pairs of coded samples are given and the 2 pairs will contain 1 control and 1 test sample. Then other 2 pairs will contain only 1 sample without any control. So the panel member should assess the sample and give the numerical score as degree of difference or direction of difference. Degree of difference is an No difference means the numerical score will be 0. Slight difference, it will be 1. Moderate difference, it will be 2. Large difference, it will be 3. And direction of difference, it is indicated as E, that is equal to control. S, superior to control. Inferior to control, that is I. According to this, the sample arrangement will be given code number of pairs and the sample is selected as C and D. So the degree of difference will be given according to the taste, and direction of difference is also same like that degree of difference. And then multiple sample difference. Here multiple sample will be given approximately 5 to 6 samples. Then one will be the control and other sample will be identical to control. The panel member should assess the sample for degree of difference and direction of difference. Here the sample arrangement and code number of samples are given according to the taste. The panel member will give the degree of difference and direction of difference. Then hedonic scale. It is used to find the acceptability of the food. Mainly it is used to avoid the food wastage. Here also like that earlier mentioned about the score details. Likewise here also the panel member will assess for the scores like extremely, like very much, like moderately, like slightly, like or dislike, dislike slightly, dislike very much, dislike moderately, dislike extremely, or 10 for the reason. Then numerical scoring test. It is used to evaluate the quality of food product. Here the sample arrangement, according to the food quality, the panel member will give the numerical score and 100 for excellent, 80 for good, 60 for very fair and 40 for fair. Then last one, composite scoring test. Scores for all quality characteristics will be added up in this test. Then coming to the third type of test is a sensitivity test. Here this test is done to assess the ability of an individual to detect different taste, odor and feel the specific factors like hotness. This test are used to select and train panel member for evaluating the quality of the product containing spices, salt and sugar. For example, tomato ketchup or sauce. Here the sensitivity threshold test is mainly used to perform in sensitivity test. It is defined as a statistically determined point on the stimulus scale at which a transition in a series of a sensation or judgment occur. There are 3 types of threshold test: stimulus detection threshold, recognition identification threshold, terminal saturation threshold. And then dilution test also performed in sensitivity test. These tests are designed to establish the smallest amount of an unknown material developed as a substitute for a standard product. The quality of the test material is represented by the dilution number. The bigger the dilution number, the better is the quality of the test material. Here the sample assessment. So description of taste and feeling a factor is given by a panel member. So 1 for weak, 2 for medium, 3 for strong and 4 for very strong and 5 for extremely strong. Then coming to descriptive flavor profile method. This is a qualitative and